Welcome to lesson 9, which is the last lesson for week 3, where we are continuing with service marketing. In the previous lessons, we looked at the characteristics of service marketing. We discussed that in lesson 7. Then in lesson 8, we took it further. There are many components that we discussed, such as customer experience, customer perceptions, and we are going to build on what we've been discussing. Now we are going to look at the difference between marketing services and products. The inherent difference between service and products directly relate to the differences in their marketing approaches. As now already we now know what the key characteristics of services are, and they are not the same with products, meaning that the way you market products and the way you market services won't be the same. So the marketing of services can at times be more challenging than marketing manufactured products, since marketers are attempting to promote something intangible. So it's always easy to promote something that people can see, something that people can hear, something that people can touch, something that people can taste, your food, something that people can smell, and so forth. It's always easy. But now to promote something that people can't see, something that people can't own, it's easy to promote a car because you know that that person, you are enticing and convincing him to buy it because ultimately they are going to own that car. But now, since the characteristics of a service that you cannot own it, how do you convince someone to then buy something that they are not going to own, that they cannot see? So services cannot be seen or touched, and that's prospective customers. Marketing services are required more than the traditional 4Ps. So that's when we need more Ps, making it 7. That would be your people, process, and physical evidence. Process matters a lot to this aspect. So these are the 3 Ps added to the traditional 4 Ps that would help promote a service. These are available in your textbook, and we have been discussing them since the beginning. Then, of course, you have got 3 types of marketing service organizations, as shown by the triangle there. You've got external, which is followed by customers. You've got interactive, then you've got employees, and then you've got internal. So it's always tricky because when it comes to service marketing, it's not only people from the marketing department who are involved. It's everyone in the organization, because you are the face of that service. So, for example, employees, their attitude in convincing users, be it through support. For example, I've struggled a lot with Microsoft. Trying to get hold of them. They don't have exit offices. Their staff members, they just seem not to connect well with me. So on that one, it means that the employees at Microsoft, they are not good at selling their service compared to the sales team and so forth. So it's always crucial to also see how these are interlinked, because they do not operate in silo. So for example, your external marketing can be informed to customers. On the other side, they can be informed to employees. Then in between, we have got interactive marketing. So bonding does matter a lot in digital marketing, because we bond with customers, and the way to bond with customers is through a relationship, having a relationship with customers. just the relationships that we know in societies. You cannot say you are in a relationship if you do not bond with that person. So having a relationship in service industry is crucial. And that service is determined, that relationship is determined by satisfaction, how the customers are satisfied. The marketing of services therefore requires looking at customer relationships over time. It is customer certification that leads to ongoing relationship between the customer and the service provider. I mean, if you are not happy with the customer, you can always leave and go to the competitor. However, the more you are satisfied, the more you stay at the brand, the more you have good relationship with that brand. I don't know if that's making any sense, Maeso.
Yes, sir.
Mm. I mean, literally, why would you be in a relationship if you are not satisfied? So it is the same thing with relationships in service industry. Customers have to be happy, have to be satisfied. Otherwise, if they are not satisfied, they are not going to have a relationship with you. They'll walk out and go where they want to be satisfied. So customer relationships can be a source of competitive advantage to suppliers, and this makes them valuable. Then, of course, there's also relationships with various stakeholders. Stakeholders are people or groups or other organizations that have interest or a claim or a stake in how an organization operates. I mean, this has been discussed even at high school. So anyone who influenced the organization or is influenced by the organization is a stakeholder. So stakeholders are affected by the activities of an organization. Organizations create value in goods and services they provide, and they generate acceptable outcomes for various stakeholders. So stakeholders can be shareholders, can be employees, can be customers, can be government as well, and so forth. Stakeholders are driven to participate in organization if they receive incentives that are greater than the value of their contributions. So it's always about what is it that is in for them. And there are too many stakeholders. You've got your internal stakeholders, who is your customers, your shareholders, your employees. Those would be your internal stakeholders. Then your external stakeholders, you have got government. Those are your external stakeholders, community leaders, and so forth. And there's a table in the textbook that actually shows the contributions and incentives for stakeholders within an organization. And remember, we are discussing this from a service marketing point of view, but stakeholders can be discussed from any point of view. So, which three P's did we discuss in this lesson that we added to the traditional four P's, making it seven? Do you remember?
Yes, yes. Sorry, I was struggling to get my mic open. Um, so it's people, process, and physical evidence.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. So we've got people, process, and physical evidence. Then explain the three types of marketing in the service industry. Do you still remember them?
Yes, internal, external, and interactive.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, at least I'm understanding this, and I like it for the fact that you are also getting it. It means that um, our interaction here really helps. Then you are the owner of a five-star hotel using the additional three P's that you have just mentioned. How would you appeal to people when marketing your services as the owner of a hotel?
This is a better tricky one, but I would say mostly. So is it like when you're when you're promoting,
Yes,
or
when you are
is it like,
promoting, yeah, promoting the service.
oh, okay. So then, obviously, I think this is where customer satisfaction plays in.
Mm-hmm.
So I would mostly explain like well, obviously what the hotel offers, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe like also if they want to find out more about the hotel, maybe give them like a background of how it started, and maybe also like um we can also use some of the marketing mix marketing mix, like maybe like online social media, and
All right.
also with physical evidence, maybe maybe like promote the address, like where the hotel is being held, or where
Yeah,
it
true.
is basically.
And you need to be specific that provide the accurate address because most tourists struggle to get the exact location. Like you're checking it on the map, you can't even find it. So yeah, physical evidence will be linked with the location of the hotel. Physical evidence will also be linked with the accessories that hotel has, like your towels, your sleeping gowns, having that it's physical evidence, like having a brand name on them. Then the process is how you sign up, how you can book in, whether you've got a flexible check-in and so forth. Then your people, the staff members, are they friendly and so on. So as a marketing professional, you have been approached by a local private clinic to provide advice on how they can improve their service delivery, explain interactive marketing, and advise the clinic on how they can enhance the interacting marketing process. You want to comment on that one?
I'm just rereading the. Oh, okay. So so I think in terms of interactive, I would say mainly maybe first if they're providing a kind of medication, maybe um first getting the information about the patient, like making sure that you know that you're not giving them like the wrong medication, because I know sometimes that can happen. I mean, it's not it may not be all the time, but I'm sure that there have been cases where that's happened. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one point I would give.
Okay. Yeah, I do get you, especially the word interactive. It means that it's based on the conversations that the local private clinic will have with its patients or its customers. So medication instructions is one thing, having more information about the dosages. So yeah, that's correct. So that's how you'd apply your services because a local private clinic mostly they sell medical services. It's not a tangible um, product, but it's a service. They heal people. So you need to make sure that interaction is the center of it on how patients would understand the diseases, how they would understand the treatment, the prognosis, and so forth. So that would always help and would contribute thereof to the experience that the patients would have with that a local clinic and will then determine whether they'll come back whenever they are not feeling well, or they'll not come back because they are not getting the best interaction from that provider. So that's all that I had for you today, and these lessons are recorded, meaning that they will be uploaded on Core Campus at the end of each week. Are there any questions or any comments or anything that you want us to discuss before we call it a night?
I have nothing for you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Maeso, especially for resilience. It's always difficult to have part-time classes, evening classes, but for the fact that you're doing your best, allocating your time and attending these classes, and your participation and your engagement, it's greatly appreciated, honestly.
No problem, sir.
All right, have a good night and keep well.
Same to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure. Bye.